Kama kawa king of the street, back in the street, doing what I always do best. So today, hope you're doing great. By the way, let me just give you 3 seconds to subscribe. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, man. When you came to this channel, you want to go back the same, because you know what, most content is dropping every week. So today, just want to teach you something about money market fund. Before I dive into the topic, story is this person won jackpot, spot peso or something, and this what this person did, he decided to go and buy some V8s. That means he not prepared to get such kind of money, and when you get lump sum of money without proper financial knowledge, you'll end up misusing the money. Right now, that person is even sending people, please call me, because he doesn't have money. He made poor financial decisions, poor financial choices. Instead of investing, maybe he feared. As I always say, in finance, the word if is only meant for the weak. Let's say, what if I invest, then my money doesn't bring income? That's a poor man's mentality. Stop the ifs. Stop that a group mentality. Have that individual mentality, and for sure financially you'll grow as fast as possible. So directly to the topic of the day is a money market fund. People have been asking me about how money market funds operate different from banks, and how is it advisable for you to save in money market, or is it advisable for you to save in banks? It's okay. It's okay for you to have a fixed account in bank. It's okay for you to save through bank. But now, the difference between money market and banks is revenue that you'll get, or the interest that you'll get at the end of the day, because you're not saving money without expecting anything at the end of the day. On the other video I talked about circles. If you haven't watched that video, please go back, watch that video, like, share, comment. So money market operates in this way, and I'll start by quoting examples of money market funds in Kenya. There's CICEA, there's APA, there's Saiton, and many other more. So first of all, how money market operates is when you take your money to them, let's say for example 5,000, of which most of the money market funds, their minimum amount that you're supposed to deposit to them is 5,000. When you deposit, let's say 5,000 to a money market fund, what they'll do is they always compound their interest, as compared to banks, of which they always use a simple interest method. When I say compound interest method, means let's say for example you've deposited 5,000 in the month of January, and what money market funds operate is they always give you an interest of 7% to 10% depending on market forces. That's monthly, as compared to banks, which they always do the simple interest method, and they'll always compound your interest at the end of the, not even compound, they use the simple interest method at the end of the year, as compared to money market funds, of which they calculate the interests monthly. Let's say for example you deposited 5,000 in the month of January, and they've given you an interest of 7%, so they'll take 5,000 times 0.07. Let's say for example you get 350 shillings. So when it comes to the month of February, now your principal, of which in the month of January your principal was 5,000, come to February your principal won't be 5,000, it will be 5,000 plus the 350, which the interest that you accrued in the month of January. So that will be 5,000 plus 350, that will be 5350. So principal in the month of February will be 5350. So let's say for example that month of February you get also 8% interest. So 5350 times 0.08. That's where we differ with the banks. So the bank will always, let's say you deposited 100,000 in the month of January, they'll always then at the end of the day they give you 10%. So they'll just do 100,000 times 10%, of which it sounds different from money market fund. As much as you might see that money market fund, your funds are accumulating slowly, but at the end of the day, a simple man's rule is, that's a man who understands finance. As you always say, even the world tells you, don't die because of lack of knowledge. Always seek knowledge. That money market fund, as you save day in, day out, a month after the other, a year after the other, let's say in the next like 5 years, you'll have accrued a very good amount of money that you can start your business with. So stop the what ifs. Because if you have the what ifs even in saving, you won't do anything. You'll be like, what if I save my money in a bank? Then let's say, what, God forbid, anything happens, then the bank crashes or people robs the bank. So you see the what ifs. Now, having that group mentality in one way or the other might affect you so much. Be that person who makes your own decisions, your own financial decisions. But there, as I told you in the previous video, if there's something that is very difficult in this life, it's deciding that you won't be into the world doing those parties and everything, those bash and everything, just because you decided to make your decisions to save. It's a tough decision, but then at the end of the day, no matter how tough it is, you'll come to celebrate your victory in 2 or 3 years, rather than just parting with your money without seeing what the future holds. But I told someone, inflation hits the country day in, day out. For example, Ethiopia right now, they're facing an inflation of 33%. Uganda, I think 32%. Rwanda 33%. 32%. Kenya is facing an inflation of 9.6%, of which, by the way, in 2019, if you had 1,000 shillings, let's say you have the same 1,000 shillings right now. Right now, that 1,000 shillings is 550. Meaning, due to inflation, the value of 1,000 is decreasing day in, day out. So don't expect the economy to, as much as we are optimistic that the economy will revive, but if you don't do anything about your finances, if you don't do anything about your savings and everything, you might end up dying poor. Or you might work in the city for all those years, then go back to the village without anything. And you'll be a bad example to other people in the society. They'll be like, you can see so and so was staying in the city for like 20 years. He came back to the village without anything. Don't be a bad example. You can just avoid being a bad example by doing what? Saving. There's this thing that I always say, a rich man's mentality as compared to a poor man's mentality. 30-20 rule. 30-20 is a saving. 50 to 30-20 rule. It's a saving plan where 50% of your money, you have to place it in savings. 50% you have to use that money in your expenditures. Let's say paying bills, electricity, water, rent, school fees and everything. The remaining 30%, you have to take at least 20% of that money, take it to saving, be it a SACCO or money market fund, or even a bank. But now, as I've taught you about money market, you can take 10% to your SACCO, then 10% to money market fund. Then the remaining 10% take it to church. God first. God first. You're always saving to make a better life. But remember, it all starts with God. As I'm almost concluding this, the 20% remaining, you can place it in your sinking fund. Sinking fund is always used to pay debts. Let's say, for example, this month you had a debt of Fuliza, 500 or 600. Pay Fuliza. Hustler fund, 500. Pay 500. Then the remaining amount, you can use it. At least place it somewhere, because you just need to have some cash. And that cash falls under sinking fund. So, more content coming. Keep subscribing. Keep watching these videos. I love you so much. Peace.